life to the next level, and they too have experienced whatever, at the end of the day, it's not really what you've been through, it's where you're going to. So if you continue to keep moving, you can get to wherever it is that you're purposed to be. And that's the thing about diamonds. And when she said that they call me the diamond is only because I've been through a lot of pain and have experienced a lot of pressure, and I've had to actually develop a lot of patience. So it's nothing other than understanding that a diamond does go through pressure. And this gentleman, we actually met a couple weeks ago, and I was so inspired by his person. Because, as women, we do struggle with connecting to positive black men in our communities. And part of it is, their fault. Part of it isn't. It's just because they've been victims of circumstances and not being raised properly. And we had a conversation. I was actually going for the run in my personal divine sanctuary, which was at the park, the lake. And I go out there and I pray and I meditate in the mornings when I go running. And I came out the park, and he was there, and we were talking, and we left the park and went and sat and had breakfast for about an hour or more, just talking about life and where things were. And you can't look, like they say, you can't judge a book by the cover. You got to open it up and read it. And looking at him, he was actually teaching a class. He's also a fitness expert, so he trains like a morning boot camp. You wouldn't think that he had a story that he did. And more importantly, because my heart is with the youth, that's what attracted me to keep talking. Well, he did a piece that he shared with me, and I wanted him to come up here because it's always important for us to see our males in action, and we need them, and we as ladies have to lift them up because they've been wounded. So I want to bring up this gentleman. He goes by the name of AnthonyK, and he has a piece for us here. You're going to share with us real quick, Anthony, or we're going to take a minute or two and see what you're going to do, huh? Come on, give it up for AnthonyK.
Yeah.
I love that song that you did. And like I say, stick to your conviction, because in the music industry, especially our people, are put in a box. So the music industry, we either have to sing gangster rap, sleazy this, and especially with black women, they want you to get up there and shake this and shake that, so like I would beg you to stick with your conviction. What's the lady's name? What's the lady's name that said, I'm not the average girl on your video? Right? Like she stuck with her conviction. I could imagine that there were tons of people that was trying to tell her that ain't gonna work. Nobody wanna hear that. Just shake it this and put something tight on. So stick with your conviction. People will tell you, no, I want to hear some love of this and kiss me that and this, but no, stick with how you feel on the inside. And sing the songs that you write, because that was a beautiful song right there. Like if it wasn't for black women, our race would be non-extinct, because like the courage and the resilience and like the tolerance that y'all put up with, not just from the other cultures or races, but black men. I don't know how you relate this to slavery, how you relate it to our personal experiences, but a lot of black men just don't understand what it means not to be a man, but just to be a human being. Like the only thing that separates an adult from a child, no matter what age, is accepting responsibility. When you accept responsibility for your actions, then you are a responsible person, and you become an adult. I had a twin sister who had 3 sons, 2006, 6-year-old and a set of 2-year-old twins, 3 boys. I'm telling this story because there's single mothers in here, and I want you to just think about this, right? A lot of guys have never been taught how to appreciate themselves. And if you don't appreciate yourself, you can't appreciate anybody else. They don't even mean to hurt you, but it's just that they don't love themselves. So you can't love anybody if you can't love yourself. So my sister had a husband of 2 weeks. She paid his car note for him. He lived with her. Didn't work. We talking about the Pepco power bill, the gas bill, the mortgage, the groceries. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? 3 sons together. I mean, this is kind of things that she did for this guy. Trying to make him love her and appreciate her. 12 days after they got married, shot my sister 10 times and killed her. Shot one of his own two-year-old twin sons in the head and killed him twice, and then killed himself. This is in 2006. The reason why I mentioned that, not for sympathy or anything, but what the point I want to make to you is, don't try to make anybody appreciate you.
Wow.
Because you gotta appreciate you, and when you appreciate you, you won't put up with anything less. You know what I mean? So you can't look for that acceptance and that approval and that love outside of some dude or some other, even your girlfriends. Man, you just gotta say, I appreciate me, and I don't deal with BS. So if I got friends that are BS kinds of people, then they'll be friends at a distance. So as you can see, I'm not a BS kind of person. So I got friends that are at a distance. You know what I mean? So another thing is, like, in our culture, like, we can't depend on somebody to pick us up. You can't, life doesn't work like that. You gotta pick yourself up.
Yeah.
And you gotta put people around you that are gonna help you pick yourself up. So that's the main thing, right? What song was it?
Well, you done did enough now. You done took your time up there.
Okay.
We
Did
don't
I
have
take
to
it up?
delay. Yeah,
No
but you
big
know
deal.
what? You gave us a good
That's what I
round.
wanted to say. Good.
Oh,
And you know what, Anthony? Sometimes it's those impromptus that, because life is not about a stage. We are in the real world here. And if we stop to just understand that we can't keep being actress and actors or actresses or whatever, we have to realize that life is really happening now. So we got to live now, right?
Yes.
Mother love. I'm just so, guys, stand up, Mother love, because I'm just so, I met her, I encountered her somewhere at, I forget, but I met her at a meeting, and this is impromptu, it's not rehearsed. And when I first met her, her spirit was so, I don't know, just, I guess, mother love. And to see that she's been a mother of 10 kids, right? You have 10, right? And she raised them, and now to see her babies, right? Because this is your baby's baby, right? And they all still seem to be in a place of connection, right? So I think that's so powerful, and that makes me think about another mother love that's sitting in the back there. And I want to bring her up, and it's my mom. My mom. Come up here, Mom. And although she didn't raise 10 of us, we were probably like having 10 at some point in time with all of our issues. But she stuck there and she stayed the course, and she was the inspiration and my motivation behind continuing to do what it is that I'm doing today. So I wanted to acknowledge my mother, and her name is Evelyn Samuel. We call her Pastor Praise. So give it up for my mother love. She wasn't prepared for this, but she's always ready.
Wow, this is just great. When you have kids and you sit back and you pray, you sow, you cry, you laugh, you never know where they're going to lead you to. And I'm very, very proud of Monica. What she's doing, what she's done, and the best is yet to come. So, to God be all the glory.
Thank you. Thank you. So we want to take a minute here.